Today, we're looking at Friday the 13th for the NES. Friday the 13th was released by LJN in 1989 on the NES. Crystal Lake is a summer camp for children of all ages, but this summer is different as Jason arrives and terror reigns. The camp counselor must stop Jason from running wild, fighting through forests, caves, and zombies. They must challenge Jason face to face and destroy him. Remember, if you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button as it helps out the channel grow. And don't forget to hit the notification button for all future videos. So, is Friday the 13th any good today? Here was our review of Friday the 13th for the NES. Although there isn't much of a story, at Camp Crystal Lake, you play as 6 camp counselors. Jason Voorhees, a legendary mass murderer, lives at Camp Crystal Lake, and his machete has your name on it. You must protect the kids from the madman wearing a hockey mask, and you must take him out before he takes you out. Watch out, the game spans 3 exhausting days. There's really no cutscenes to explain the story. The only cutscene there is in between days. It shows Jason that is still alive. The controls are very easy to learn. The D-pad moves your character, A jumps, B fires your weapons. Start brings up the status screen, and at first navigating the cabins can be difficult, but it gets easier after you understand their structure. Each counselor moves differently in speed. Some are real fast and some are really slow. In addition to using choose to scroll among a few options like cure, pass weapons, take notes, etc. You can move or look in 90 or 180 degree environments, which is very handy. You can move side to side, duck, and shoot when you're fighting Jason in the cabins. The cave and forest parts are my biggest grievance. They are quite difficult to find your way around, and there isn't a map to guide you. In other words, you are essentially following routes in hopes that you will ultimately find Jason's mother's room in the cave. Once you defeat Jason's mother's floating head, you will receive a weapon. The weapon, it all depends on what weapon you have. If you have a knife, you'll get a machete. If you have a machete, you'll get an axe. In day 1, you get a weapon. In day 2, you will receive the Jason's mother's sweater. It will reduce damage. And in the third, if you have a powerful weapon like the machete or axe, you will receive the pitchfork. In this game, you can survive with any weapon. Knives, machetes, pitchforks, and torches all work well. However, all characters begin with a rock. This weapon is terrible since it fires in an arch pattern, which makes it difficult to hit your target, and it doesn't inflict much damage at all. The majority of the weapons either randomly emerge on the pathway or in the cabins, or they urge you to perform tedious activities like lighting all the fireplaces for the flashlight. The surroundings are incredibly boring looking. There is a little to no flicker or slowness, and the sprites are respectable size. The cabin's interiors are simply unattractive, with yellow walls and green floors, while the outside spaces are unimpressive. Naturally, the surroundings grow more sinister as darkness falls, particularly the cabins, which takes on a deep blue or purple color. Additionally, they could have used some touch-ups for the character sprites. Given that he is taller and considerably larger than the player, Jason appears very threatening. However, why is he purple? I don't understand why they made him purple. In the movies, he never wore purple. The counselors all have the identical appearance, with the exception of their hair and clothing colors. Additionally, they lack any facial features at all. Now, the music is okayish in this game. His assaults are accompanied by good music that sounds like it would be in the movies. The music kind of spikes to startle you when he shows up out of nowhere. The music isn't very good when you're just strolling around the campground. It doesn't really fit the atmosphere, it's just too positive. Additionally, it's just really a brief clip that keeps looping over and over and will eventually irritate you. The only sound effects are the Jason alarms interrupting the music and some generic swooshing sounds when you fire your weapons. Speaking of that alarm, it contributes to the sense of urgency, but it can eventually become really irritating. So, is Friday the 13th worth playing today? Once you find out how to get the torch from inside the cabins, you can repeat this for each of the counselors. Once a counselor dies, he cannot be resurrected, and once all of them die, it's game over. You start out with 15 children, and once Jason attacks them, it's up to you to save them, and if they all die, it's game over. You have to defeat Jason 3 times. Day 1, he's not too hard. Day 2, he is a little harder, and Day 3, he's pretty hard. Overall, Friday the 13th can be confusing at first, but once you learn what to do, it's really not a bad game. Friday the 13th can take several hours to complete because of its difficulty. I found that the game has plenty of hidden challenges that you can find if you just apply your skills. And I did have fun with this one, and I would still recommend this. Friday the 13th for the NES is getting a 7 out of 10. So what did you think about Friday the 13th for the NES? Please leave comments below to share your thoughts. That would do it for this episode. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this review. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here in the next episode. Have a great day.